Hello, my name is Shane with AllMax Software, and I'm here with your quick tech tip of the week. Today we're going to look at backing up your data inside Operator 10 version 11.24. When you talk about backups, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, why do you want to perform your backup? If you're someone who likes to be cautious and back up your data every day, you should consider putting your backup on a schedule inside the program. The advantage of that is once you create a backup schedule inside Operator 10, the program will remember to back up your data for you. So we're also going to look at how you can create a manual backup inside the program as well. But first, let's look at creating a backup schedule inside Operator 10 version 11.24. The first thing you're going to want to do is navigate to your application ribbon, and then you're going to want to select the Tools tab. When you select the Tools tab, go ahead and select the Setup Schedule icon, and then you'll see that the Scheduler Service Setup window will appear. From here, you're going to need to hit the plus button and select your computer as well as the database you want to create a backup schedule for. We're going to select our computer, and then we're going to go ahead and navigate to our list of available databases and select the database we want to create a schedule for. Go ahead and highlight your database and click OK. And then the next thing you're going to do is proceed to the backup schedule section of the window, and we're going to click on the schedule button here. Once you do that, it's going to ask for a few pieces of information. We're going to go ahead and name our file that will be backed up. So this will be the name of your backup file if you need to locate it later. And then you're going to also select a file path where the program will write that backup data to. It's important to keep in mind that we advise an external hard drive or thumb drive in case something were to happen to your internal hard drive. Should it be corrupted or fell, you would have an external backup of your data. So we're going to select our external thumb drive here and click OK. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to allow the program to create multiple copies. So it will create multiple backups for us. And then we'll go ahead and delete those backups after 7 days. So we'll have a week's worth of backups, and then it'll start overriding those backups. And keep in mind, you have several options here to define when you want the program to start overriding existing backups. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to the bottom of your schedule backup window and select the schedule setup button. When we click on that button, we're going to have to select new to create a new backup schedule, and then we can define when the program will perform that scheduled backup. You can do a daily backup, a weekly, a monthly, and then you can also define some more options down in the drop-down menu. In this case, we're going to go ahead and select our default time, which is 9 a.m., and we're going to schedule that as a daily backup, and that's going to be performed every day. Once you've selected your backup schedule, you'll go ahead and click OK, and then you'll go back to your schedule backup window, and you'll be certain to select the save icon here in the corner. Okay? It's going to save that backup schedule for you, so you can close out of the program. Once you're done with that, you'll be able to close this window, and you can see that we're now scheduled to have a backup performed every day at 9 a.m. And it's that simple to create a backup schedule for Operator 10. Now, if you want to back up your database manually, we've relocated that icon. So no longer in the new version 11.24 will you see a backup icon under the Tools tab. Instead, you're going to want to navigate to your File tab and go ahead and open your database window. Now, we've relocated the manual backup utility because many of our clients have multiple databases, and we want to be certain that you get an accurate backup for the database you wish to back up data for. Go ahead inside your Operator 10 database window and highlight the database you want to create a manual backup for. Once you've done that, you'll notice there's a Tools icon at the top in the application ribbon. Go ahead and select the drop-down menu, and then we're going to create a database backup. It's going to ask you to select one of the options below. We recommend the second option, creating an XML backup, because it can be easily restored inside Operator 10. Once you've selected the type of backup you'd like to perform, you can then select where the program will write that backup to. So you can write it to your desktop, or if you have a selected folder or location that you want to save that manual backup to, simply navigate out and browse for that folder. Go ahead and select OK, and then the program will go to work quickly compiling your database and writing that backup. Once it's completed backing up your data, it will notify you with a window that will let you know that your backup is now complete. Go ahead and click OK, and that's it. You've backed up your data manually inside Operator 10.11.24. That's our quick tech tip of the week, how to back up your data inside Operator 10.